And you stay busy.
Things are going on. We dropped a video today.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, tell them about that. We dropped a video for Larry David.
Larry David came out today. Cool little video. All done in one continuous shot. Kind of dope. Has a little dope like animation, like letters animated. I don't know. It's hard to explain. You have to watch it. These letters kind of floating through this video. It's real dope though. And I don't know. Hopefully it does good today.
Yeah, that take came out beautifully. How many times did it take you guys to get that one?
I mean, a little bit of practice. You know, it's crazy when we practice it. We just practiced that shit in my loft, and we were like walking in circles, just working out, timing issues for the piece or whatever. It was a good time though, with the exception of it being bitter fucking cold when we were out there shooting. Those girls were Girls were working in those dresses. I tell you what, it was freezing. It was about 6 degrees when we were shooting that.
Yeah, very innovative video. For anyone who hasn't seen that, go to youtube.com/strangemusicinc. Check out Larry David. Now, Larry David, awesome dude. On Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yeah. Why did you name the song after Larry David? What does that mean?
As far as the Larry David thing, I mean, it kind of just felt like that. It like the way the beat sounded to me, like, I don't know if you've ever seen Curb Your Enthusiasm, but they got these little, like, sort of experts, they'll, like, insert, like, a little piece of a band in between clips or whatever. And I felt like it sounds sort of like that, not exactly the same, but, and then we just sort of, I just wanted to take on that whole feeling for the shit, as far as, like, what Larry's character is like. He's I don't know. If you're a curb head, it should click for you.
Yeah, definitely. And so tell me about some of these guys in the video, who they are. Smooth Confusion, B, and Miles Bonnie. Who are these guys? What do they do, and what do they mean to Kansas City music?
Sure. Miles Bonnie is a producer, singer, plays the trumpet. As you can see in the video, he's the one following me with the trumpet. He's a real talented guy. He had brought me into a music collective in the past called Innate Sounds.
Right.
So he's been real inspirational in the local Kansas City music scene, especially for me. Reggie B is in the video as well. Reggie is a pianist and singer, R&B singer, very talented, a producer as well. Can do a little bit of everything. I think he can kind of play guitar and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Real talented dude. I make a little bit of music with him. Who else? Smooth Confusion is in the video as well.
Cheers.
Homie of mine, part of a local Kansas City group called the Soul Servers, with a couple other guys, Lou Rip, Deuce Fontaine. That dude raps and he sings as well. I basically made music with all those guys, made songs with all those guys at some point.
A lot of talent in Kansas City, and I think there's doors are being opened with Strange Music and then Ces Cru, and I think some more doors are going to be open because of that. Do you think there's a lot of talent that really is waiting to be exposed around here?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah. There's a ton of guys from around here that we already been working with that probably, hopefully, are getting a second look now. Stick Figure, Mac Lethal, any of our past collaborators, Lucid or Vertigon, or any of these people. I hope that everybody's waking up to their shit a little bit.
Definitely. Now I want to touch on something that Cuddy said about you before. Now, you were named the general. Did he actually say this explicitly, like you're the general? I've heard that.
Okay. Actually, yeah.
All right. So, how do you think you got that title? I mean, and from dealing with Ces Cru, you know, it always does seem that you're the point of contact when it comes to business arrangements and whatnot. Is that a role that you kind of facilitated naturally, or is it something that you took on once you got that title?
It's something that, you know, I just sort of got into over time. Wasn't initially my role, it wasn't as all-encompassing as it has become these days. I maybe used to do portions of it back in the day and have grown to take on more and more tasks as time has passed, and sort of consolidated several jobs down into one as far as like business management and then, you know, reproduction of merchandise and creative ideas and all the different things. You know, used to be other people's jobs, but they're now they're all my job, as well as doing, you know, the portion of rapping and writing and performing or whatever else that I get into.
Now, we had Cuddy in here say that Yubi's a professional asshole, but I think he meant that in a very respectful way.
He's Larry David.
He's Larry David. Okay, so why would he say that? And those traits, do you take them on out of necessity, or is that just who you are?
I mean, I think I'm a very, you know, nice person. I'm easy to get along with.
Yeah.
You know, but I know what he means by a professional asshole. I mean, it's if a professional person wants to have a professional conversation with me, then I don't know. We can have a professional conversation. I guess that's maybe where the asshole comes in or can come in. But it's not like I try to be an asshole to anybody. It's just that sometimes, you know, a person might try to speak to you in a certain way, and then you'll have to, you know, speak back to them in a certain way, and that's just how it has to go. You can be brought there. More so than I bring it there. Sometimes I'm brought there, and it's not necessarily always my choice, but I'm sure Cut know what I'm talking about. You know how he's kind of been brought there when he was, you know, in the yard or some shit like this. A guy just sort of take you there, and it's not by any choice of yours, and then it just happened. You know what I mean?
Now, you know what? I don't like that about you. I love that in you. You dig? Because it's taught me some things as far as like when you're dealing with certain spirits that may not adhere to, you know, your jovial disposition. If they take your kindness for weakness,
right,
and you got to step it up a notch in a very professional manner and stuff. Chris Milborn from Dementia Magazine is here on my behalf to be my videographer, by the way. And I want you to start rolling. Start rolling, because this is a makeshift template of one of the many of the anthology of Ces Cru, and I want it to be done as many fucking times as possible by as many people who were involved as possible, so that in the end, hopefully, Yubi can get all this shit and put it together. Straight up, I ain't gonna lie. I just rather you do it. You know what I mean? I do it with you. I mean, but Pussy listens. I did not mean to call. I love you, Mark Gazer. Mark Gazer was talking about stuff, but we'll talk about that later.
All right, well, let's take this opportunity. We got Taylor from KC Mo on the line. You're on the line with Ubiquitous and Cuddy Slits.